Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molog Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with caution.
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Gunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it.
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
How long can I last like this?
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
These creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
Help me!
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Moloch Grunder?
Chasm is nearly ours.
Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit-down with Moloch Grunder. She's always good for a laugh and a song.
You can deal with Moloch.
I can't wait to see Molar Grunder's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Of course, I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. Ah, it's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time. What an impressive door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had good taste, I have to say. See, I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Puny, wingless, mortal fools! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! You killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
Well, that was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Molag Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control. While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know. What are you still doing here?
Take pride in your work, Arthur. Distasteful chore the elf has tasked you with.
No one gets through the orchard. No one.
do this. I implore you, my children are not evil. You don't know what you're doing. Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children. Why are you subjecting my people to this danger?
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason. I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. Of course. Take all the time you need. It's not like you're trying to save the world from Molag Bal or anything like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I shall await your decision with bated breath.
You can't seriously be considering her proposal, can you? She's a confounded vampire, for Magnus's sake! She's an elder vampire. Setting those monsters free will be like ringing the dinner bell in a Nord feast hall before the meal is ready. Her so-called children see us as food and nothing more. The only logical solution is to perform my ritual. Really? You need to consult with a monster before you agree to help the great and powerful Vanus Galerion. Oh, very well. Do what you must. I'll wait here until you reach a decision.
Have you considered my proposal? Will you help me save my children and set them free? I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Moloch Ball. A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Moloch Ball's hold on my children. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting me. This portion of the ritual is complete. My children will oppose us every step of the way. As long as the Harvest Heart continues to hold them in its grasp, they have no choice. Protect me from them, and I promise I will set them free of Moloch Ball's evil. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting me. This portion of the ritual is complete.
Come, I need to explain the next steps to you.
Stage of the ritual.
At this point, we can't afford for anything to go wrong.
The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn. The black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal. But it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal. Find the Lord of Schemes binding totems and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal. Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And, as I promised, my children will aid you when you need it most.
Another successful mission, but we're not finished yet.
Thanks to you, the vampires are no longer controlled by Molag Bal. I hope we don't live to regret this outcome.
I appreciate what you did for my children. Most mortals see us only as monsters. But you were willing to look beyond that and set us free.
New orders. No one.
Be gone, foul creature! We don't have time for your games!
Here comes the champion,
Mortals
just
are
in time,
always
as
so
always.
amusing. I offer information, aid for your quest, and you shun me.
You expect us to trust a creature of the plains? Ridiculous!
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched.
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. A Dremora army guards the walls of the citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can use the guild halls inside to launch a surprise attack, provided someone prepares the way. Find a way inside and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know a secret tunnel that leads into the hall, but we'll be trapped inside until the wards are deactivated. Time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. They could be activated to protect guild halls in times of trouble. Once set, the only way in or out of the hall was through the secret passageways. You need to find the ward key. The ward key is decorated with arcane runes that can unbind the defenses and deactivate the wards. It should be near the guild hall. Find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the fighters can emerge from the hall and surprise the Dremora. Even the strongest armor has chinks that can be taken advantage of. Look for a place to climb or a break to crawl through. The female Dremora offered to help us, but Galerion sent her away. If you run into her, see what she has to say.
Little mortal. While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your business. I'm sure that whatever you have planned will ultimately work in my favor. Right to the point? How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any undue notice. As it happens, I know just the thing. If you follow the east wall, you'll find a breach that leads inside. Never look a gift Daedroth in the maw, little mortal. I offer information, nothing more. The warded building you seek is near the main gate. The kin will try to stop you. If they don't succeed, we will speak again.
I'll let the others know that you've got a way in.
And so, the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Aliad King wants you to find a hidden key. Hurry. I think your friends have already made it into the sealed hall.
Move now!
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun our two-pronged attack. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora while you go to the upper city. For the mages to utilize their guild hall's portal, you need to get it working. Find the 4 portal stones and activate them. Then the mages can join the fray.
They're coming through the gates again. We've got to stop them.
You did it again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, they won't know which way to turn. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel, but we need someone to storm the Pyramid Stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. That someone, my friend, is you. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the Labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here. Your curiosity knows no bounds. Very well, ask away. As far as I can tell, he's a trusted servant of Molag Bal. Not only does he command the forces of this citadel, but he also has access to the Dark Lord himself. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold, it's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the planar vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair.
Tongues of Xarxus, what is that thing? Make it go away! Make it go away!
Only those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal. I told you that you'd need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood will open it. I am your key to Vulcanaz Ceres. You are my key to vengeance. That I cannot do, little mortal. If the Vulcanaz is banished by my hand, I will lose honor and standing. If you kill him, however, I remain true to my word. And Ceres abides in the darkness with my lost clan until Coldharbour allows him to return. The way is open.
Jode's bones! What is that thing?
Mortal fools, duped by an outcast kin. I will take great pleasure in ending your lives.
My lost clan awaits Ceres in the darkness. Even though the blade that banished him was not in my hand, his end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the Labyrinth key, with my thanks.
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push, but we're finished if we can't get inside. This is our last chance to save our world. It's all or nothing now. How odd that the Dremora aided us against her kin and Molag Bal. She must have had a powerful thirst for vengeance. Anyway, it appears as if we are once again in your debt. Thank you, my brave friend. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. We want you to get in there and open the Labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow after you.
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vaughn as Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know. Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the Chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the Labyrinth, we need you to close that portal. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this.
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not fail you. Of course, we've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the Labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line. You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there. Fight alongside you, that would be a true honor. But the Fighters Guild needs me right now. Someone has to command our forces. After you clear a path to the Labyrinth, I shall lead the charge inside. And luck to you as well. Make them pay for all the pain and suffering they've caused. And for our friends and allies that have fallen along the way.
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle. A quest! How marvelous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness. You honor me this day, my friend. I gladly accept this mission. My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Coldharbour, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Victory! Thy name is Cadwell.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. When you're ready, I'll give you final instructions and we can begin our final assault. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission. Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart
is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the Labyrinth. Once the Labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the Labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that?
What?
Let the pride of Haj Uxith spill the blood of these deceivers.
Another beautiful creature has fallen under Moloch
No longer
Ball's spell
shall
of
the
evil.
forces of
We must
darkness
set
be
her
only
free.
used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
Another victory! I'm going to run out of room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills?
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Moloch Baal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the Labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault. Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Moloch Baal's minions busy, you need to navigate the Labyrinth and find the portal to the plein air vortex.
Do stay out of trouble while I'm gone.
Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Moloch Baal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the Labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck. Don't lose hope, my friend. We're depending on you.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating.
I recognize these devices. I've researched them, even written reports about them. Never saw one in person, though. They are marvelous to behold. Only a god could craft an artifact of such brilliance. I have a notion. It involves the large metal tubes on the walls. According to my research, they resemble a Daedric device that requires a source of power to operate. But as you can plainly see, no power flows through them at the moment. A fair assumption. Do you see the small openings near each of the tubes? If we can figure out how to move these icy flames over to them, that should provide the power to open the door.
Listen to this, Cureth. Reach out and touch a brazier to draw forth the fire and launch it in the direction of your choosing. This book, I think it references this device. If I'm reading this correctly, and of course I'm reading this correctly, then these flames can be used to power the mechanism that opens the gates. Frankly, the workmanship is stunning. I'm jealous.
We're almost there. A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. There has to be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! Come on! We need to find a way out of here! I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. The door's finally open. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I'd never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud! Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now go!
You didn't think we forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack!
You have performed better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time where Nirn and Coldharbour churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. Form a vortex that sucks Nirn into his dark realm. We must break these vile chains. My power is greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come, we have things to discuss. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. You mortals only see life as precious because it ends. Take it from a god. You'll never know how fortunate you are. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galarian's power should be feared.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Wait, what are we doing here again? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend together, kind of like these two realms are doing. Oh, sorry, old chap. That's a bad thing, right? Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of Coldharbour, like dipping bread in honey. Frightfully repulsive. Still, I believe this might just be my best quest yet. Concerned about what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane meld.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. When you are ready, let me know. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
Let me see what components I have left. I should be able to call.
We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows we're here.
I grow weary of your games, Meridia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
We're running out of time. I'll make sure these anchors are destroyed. You have to keep moving. Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in
The
place.
light approaches. It brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light approaches. He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will
Our
destroy
Father
you.
has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe that light can destroy my playfield? Your prince thinks I would allow this? She is more foolish than I thought. Oh, how sad. You were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall house you somehow. I shall enjoy watching a hero die. Where are you hiding?
Merely fetching those who would stand against you.
I'm tired of this game. Now you shall die.
Quickly, get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart!
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
You deal with the crystal. We'll take care of our new guests. These are some ugly bastards! Is this the best Molag Bal can throw at us? I'm hardly working up a sweat!
This may well be our last battle. Let's make them remember it.
You must hurry! My shield can't withstand much more of this!
Almost! There!
I can feel it, Vanus. We can beat this. We can. Darian! Behind you!
Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. I have this under control.
You have to hurry! We can't hold them back much longer!
The light is ready. Quickly, release it.
No! You cannot do this. I cannot fail.
Darian! Get back here! Darian!
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. No harm will come to you here. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle, I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls.
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be able to join them once more. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darian and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon, and the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nirn is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nirn from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nirn. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my